After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 394. It is Saturday, March 21st, 2020, as we are recording. We are in self-imposed quarantine.
Yes.
Here.
Hang on, I'm trying to scooch a little closer to you because I think I'm off to the edge of the camera.
Okay. So, as many of you are, we are self-imposed quarantine, so it'll be fun to see you here, or you can see us.
Yes, you aren't coming here because, you know,
We can pretend.
we're quarantined.
We can pretend. Okay. I am Marlecia, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Foon in the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad to have you with us. We hope you find something that you enjoy and that you will continue to return. If you are returning, we're always glad to have you back. Yay. And if you are in the shadows, new or returning, please feel free to press the like button, hit the little bell so you get notifications, leave a comment. We'd love to have that. And if you feel like you'd like to do this, join us in our PHN home where all the alongs happen, all the giveaways and all that kind of thing. That's phnpodcast.freeforums.net. phnpodcast.freeforums.net. That link will be in the Dropbox or whatever it's called below your video.
It's the description box.
I
mean, Dropbox works too. You hit it and it drops down.
Okay, so it's in there, all right? We do have a new viewer who joined officially. We're very glad to have them. M. Stevens. Welcome, M.
Hi.
Stevens. We're glad to have you with us. Yay. Okay. All right, so I guess we go into T.
Yes, and you have
I have 6.
6. Now,
6? No, 5.
are we counting designs in progress to our count of projects?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I have more.
What?
I have like 5 things I can't show in bags, but I only have 3 things I can show.
So you have 8.
Something like that.
Okay, well, you go first.
I'm sorry, I have 6 things I can't show.
Okay, then you go first.
I was trying to see if maybe I could finagle, like, well, you know, I really only have 3 because technically...
Are you showing the bag?
Woohoo, you'll see a bag.
Are you showing the bag?
Yep.
Are you showing the bag?
Yep.
No, I don't speak cat.
So, in my... She's picking on the disabled.
You're not having Plum Deluxe today.
No, I grabbed something else.
I was going to grab something else. It's a good thing I grabbed Plum Deluxe.
This is my Memento Mori mug. My incision's really itchy right now. It's annoying. Sorry. In my Memento Mori mug, this is actually not called this anymore. Now they're
Vine and Leaf.
Vine and Leaf, but they all have. It seems to be that they have all the same teas. So this was back when Vine and Leaf was Shenandoah Confections. They're artisan chocolates, fine teas, and gifts. Same thing that Vine and Leaf does now.
Except now they're wine, tea, and chocolates.
Yeah.
I think they have some tea-related paraphernalia.
They do.
Yeah.
So this one, and they do have this available at Vine and Leaf. This is a local tea place. It's $18.96.
Smoky.
You see, I don't remember it being terribly smoky. Let's see.
I'll taste it and tell you.
Oh, that's so good. I had this from eon ago, and I found it in my tea stuff downstairs. So it might not be quite
Smells
as...
a little smoky.
It does. It might not have quite as...
There's definitely smoke in here, but it's good.
yeah, it's not quite the same level of taste it might have had if it was completely fresh, but you know.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... It's been closed the entire time, so I don't think that it's gotten too aerated or whatever.
My favorite tea of theirs is, I think it's called Chocolate Monkey. It's really good.
Did you let me try that? I can't remember.
Maybe?
I'm not sure if it wasn't my thing or what it was.
I don't remember.
Oh, I think it had banana in it, so I didn't try it.
Right, you might have, because it had chocolate and banana, I think.
And I already had determined I didn't care for banana in tea.
In my Memento Mori mug is, where's my thing here? I know I had it here. Oh, there it is. Is Plum Deluxe Banana Bread Dessert Tea. Incredibly delicious. Celebrate life. This is honeybush tea, cocoa nibs, cinnamon, apple pieces, calendula, banana, chestnut essences. Love, gratitude, no caffeine. Okay, so that's this. And I know Talia doesn't like this. Well, she doesn't like banana. Whenever I say I don't like something of the Andes or Talia doesn't like something of Andes, it's not that the tea is not good. It's just that it's not our taste.
Yeah.
Because he makes fabulous teas.
Yeah, I don't care for a strong banana taste.
And this definitely has a strong banana taste. It's excellent, though. It tastes like banana bread in a cup. And I didn't put as much sugar in it this time, so I'm trying to ease back on the sugar. I started up with more sugar when I started drinking these teas again, and now I'm trying to pull back again a little bit.
Baby steps.
So that's really good. Okay. So, let's move on. Let's see. I don't want to do that right now. Okay. In our alongs, we have Lady Furnico Creations Cal Lau, which that's my mystery skeins. And you all right?
Yeah, I'm just checking to see if this is on camera or not. It's a design in progress. I'm trying to keep it hidden.
Oh.
So I think I'm still good.
Anyway, I can't see you. Lady Furnico Creations Cal Lau, which goes till the end of April, I believe. Yes, goes till April 30th. And I'm really excited to see the people doing things. It's always fun to see my yarn work up. The special yarn that gets 2 chances at a prize, regardless of the FO, is my mystery skeins, okay? The other skeins that are Lady Furnico Creations gets 1 chance at a prize, unless it's paired with one of my pattern or one of Talia's patterns. But please use 50% plus my yarn in these projects. I'd love to see all of it in there. That's great. But if you mix it, that's okay, as long as it's the majority of Lady Furnico Creations.
I just realized I need to reopen. We used to have Franciscan Gypsy Designs show your finished object thread.
Yes, you need to do that.
I need to reopen that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we even brought it with us.
Did you want to do mine and yours together, or did you want to do it separately?
Well, it's not on along for me. It's just...
No, I meant finished objects, like my shawl and your stuff. It's mostly going to be yours anyway.
Yeah, we can do them together.
We'll figure it out.
It just occurred to me when you were talking about your along, I was like, oh, I used to have a thread for that, because I think eventually we just unsticked it because I had stopped designing.
Right. So, okay, so let me go through the rules for this, so I don't have to go through the rules for everything, all the rules for each along as we go, okay? So this one goes from March 1st through April 30th. Its purpose is to say thank you to everyone who has supported Talia's medical stuff by buying yarn. And of course, we're very happy of everybody who supported her with prayers and good wishes as well. But this is particularly for those who have supported Talia for that, and for people who bought my yarn just because they wanted to buy my yarn. Say thank you for that. I always felt bad that I could only give one thank you gift for that. And it was a wonderful thank you gift, and did a fantastic job. So the project, let's see here. I already said what it could be made of. Previous whips will be allowed. If you had received my mystery yarn, you bought it, you received it, and you used it before the start date, March 1st, you can still put that in for the 2 chances at a prize, because I want you to be eligible for that prize, okay? And I still don't know what the prize is going to be, but I'll figure it out. Okay. Let's see. Whatever you decide to knit, loom knit, or crochet is acceptable, but if the project uses less than 50 yards of yarn, please post 2 of the items together. 1 whip per project per week, the FO whenever it's finished. I already mentioned, my shawl pattern, any of Franciscan Gypsy's design. There's 3 chances at a prize if it uses the mystery yarn, 2 chances at a prize if it uses just my yarn itself. Okay, you are responsible for your own multiple postings. The hashtag is hashtag Lady Vertical Creations CalCalLal 2020 on Instagram. All right. Let's see. The Ready Set Go CalCalLal is going strong. It is coming to an end at the end of March. Is that right? January, February, March. At the end of March. Wow. We have wonderful co-hosts, the Cozy Up Knits ladies. I still haven't touched base with Jamie yet, but I will try.
Well, life kind of has been crazy, particularly this week.
Yeah, it's been very crazy.
It hasn't stopped for us since last year.
No. So we are very grateful to have the Cozy Up Knits ladies doing this with us. They are fantastic, and they the rules might be slightly different than ours, okay, but basically the same. This one has no whips allowed that were prior to January 1st. If you start the project January 1st, you can put the whips in as you go every week, okay? One whip per project per week, and the FO when it's done. Let's see here. All the other rules apply. Any Franciscan Gypsy Design FOs, any Lady for Creations yarn FOs, or my pattern FO, any Cozy Up Knits Design FO will be eligible for 2 chances at a prize. And if you marry the featured patterns with the featured yarn, that's 3 chances, okay? And again, you're responsible for that. PHN Ready Set Go 2020 with the hashtag is on Instagram, and for Cozy Up Knits, it's hashtag Cozy Up Knits Ready Set Go Mal. All right, MAL. And we went through the prizes already, so I'm not going to go through that except to say we have 3 lovely prizes that were donated. We're very happy with our donators.
Yes,
thank you very
so much.
Okay, now the PHN Charity CalCalLal 2019 is also going strong.
Oh, I do want to touch base because with all this scare with coronavirus, people are obviously concerned about any sort of infection or anything like that. We will make sure that we wash our hands before we touch anything that goes out to you. None of us in this house are known to be sick, other than the chronic stuff. But anything that goes out to you, hands we wash before touching it.
And when I dye yarn, I have gloves and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so just wanted that to be sort of an FYI. And when she's doing yarn, the yarn's being washed anyway. So even if the person before her didn't wash their end. So just public service
announcement. We're taking precautions.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, sorry, I just want to make sure that's out there.
Our charity CalCalLal, okay. The places that we are sending these things to, if you send it to us, it'll go to the Pregnancy Center or to Evan's Home, and I have to get in touch with Laura. Please pray for our small businesses, especially our local yarn shops and other businesses like our tea shop and stuff like that, who are limited hours or having to close their doors completely. I just talked to Laura recently, and we decided not to do a collaboration. Well, not collaboration. I'm not going to send her some yarn because Winchester might be closing everything down for 30 days. So please pray for them that they can stay afloat. I don't know if she'll be able to still do curbside or not, but you know, this is very difficult for everybody, but especially for the small businesses who actually have brick and mortar.
Well, and also something as simple as, now not all hair places are doing this, but our hairdresser, even though her business isn't closing, like they have a building where they all go, but she's her own entity.
They're self-employed under an umbrella.
Yeah. So she is not going to be cutting hair. She'll be looking to restart, I think she said in
April 8th.
It was mid or late
I think
April.
She said April 8th was the start, but that we'll revisit that then.
Yeah, so it's going to be affecting people like hairdressers and people who really require people to come in, and they're not salaried, they depend on you. So yeah, keep them in your prayers.
So
as well as everyone else.
So if you send me things, if you send us things for Evan's Home, I'll have to contact Laura and see how we do that.
Right, they might not be taking donations right now.
They might not, but people still need stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they have a strict washing thing you have to adhere to.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll have to ask Laura if I get things for Evan's Home, whether we mail it to Evan's Home, what the address is or whatever. But we're still taking things for the Pregnancy Center, for Evan's Home.
Well, I know Pregnancy Center's not having anyone come in person; they're doing phone call.
Right, they're doing phone calls, but if they need things in terms of baby things, and we'll hold on to them.
Yeah, we'll hold on to them.
I mean, they're going to reopen eventually, so we will hold on to them. excuse me, allergies, nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't taken my allergy medicine today. Let's see. I was going to say, oh yeah, Amelia House. Contact Kim about that.
Is it Amelia Project?
Amelia Project, yeah. Contact Kim about that. And B-Wing for her things. Contact her, Comforting Crafts. I don't know what's going on in their neck of the woods, so they will be the best.
It's really hard to keep track of what's going on. Everyone's different.
Yeah. But I know people still need charity stuff. If you're worried about mailing it out, we'd love to still receive it. But if you think it would be better at this point to do it at a local thing, we understand that as well. What is that?
That is just a reminder that in an hour I need to take meds. I can do it a little late. I took med a little late.
Okay. So, yeah. So you can send us stuff. We'll deal with it. We'll either hold on to it till things open, or we'll get it out to them as soon as we can. Brittany and Kim, you can check them out and see what they're doing. All right. The baby items are eligible for 2 chances at a prize, as are the Hat for Hate. Hat, not hate.
Yeah, hat for hate, Mom. Wow.
Hat, not hate project. The blue
Yes, they
hats.
are not supporting hate.
No. Hat, not hate. Somebody tagged me on Instagram. I forget who it was. I'm sorry. I apologize. To show me her hat that she's working on. It's really nice. So
that's good.
And so you guys
like
you guys can post that here for 2 chances as well. Hat, not hate, and baby items. Everything else that's charity is 1 chance at a prize. If you use my yarn for it, it's 2 chances at a prize. Did I say for charity long? Also Laura Concerts, patterns, my pattern, Taya's pattern, patterns, and my yarn and Laura's yarn, Lollipop Girl yarns. All those are 2 chances at a prize, and if you marry the pattern with the yarn,
Yeah, I'm like,
3 chances.
I have 20 some patterns, Mom. Come on now.
1 pattern. This quarter's prize is a pattern from Looney Hiker, who is Pat. She donated one of her beautiful patterns. You can see them, her patterns on Lovecraft and on Ravelry. Okay, and the other thing is a knit baby book set. Okay, now I do want to say that getting things out might be a little slower. Right. I'm not going to the post office. I'm going to try to set up for my things that are not through my shop. I'm going to try to set up either stamps.com or something through the post office. With a chronically ill person in the house, I really don't feel like going out to the post office if I don't have to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have to figure out how to do taxes, but taxes is like something, it's a necessity, you prep for it, whatever.
We do necessary things. We have to go shopping for food and that kind of stuff, but we're not going out. Our church has closed its doors. We're doing virtual masses, virtual adorations, all that kind of stuff. So,
I am loving all the virtual programs that are coming up. Though.
Yes. But I still want to go to Blessed Sacrament Chapel. But anyway, they do have...
Well, the church is open. They just encourage people to be responsible about it.
But you can't go to Mass or
No,
anything.
no, you can't.
And
but
when I talked to the office, they said that they weren't sure they were going to expose Jesus again after...
No, the letter they sent out said that they weren't.
What letter?
It was on the Catholic Women's Group.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
They said that they weren't. They were going to leave the church open.
Right. That's what the office said to me too. Yeah. So, and we're going to be sending donations in instead of going to Mass and all that. But I forget where I was going with that.
I don't remember either.
Okay.
I'm kind of out there today.
Yeah, you sidetracked me. Anyway, but
I sidetrack you.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember where I was going, so I apologize. If you remember, you can tell me in the description box, and we'll figure it out what we're doing.
Eventually.
Comments. Okay.
Oh, we were saying how we weren't going out unless absolutely necessary.
Oh, right, for post office. So it might take a little longer to get things out. I apologize in advance. My Etsy shop orders will go out on time, even if you end up getting things split up, so that I can send it with the Etsy tags. Mm-hmm. But I will try, and my husband's on board with it. We're going to try to get either stamps.com or the post office mobile type of thing where I can get I have the stickers. I have to order more, so I can just mail it out to you from home.
Now, the one nice thing about stamps.com, when I did have them, you could get the things like the labels and things like that through them.
Yep.
And what you did is you put an amount of money into them, and then that would stay there, and they go, oh, hey, you need to put more money in there.
Right.
It's like it was a bank.
Right. So this is what we're looking at. So please be patient with the prizes, especially. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it for Alongs, except autism awareness is coming up. I have not put the thread up yet. I guess I should be looking at that pretty soon. And honestly, we are doing autism awareness, but I'm not going to be able to guarantee that there's going to be a whole lot of information. This is basically to think about autism awareness, maybe look at videos. I know we've had people in the past post videos. I know we've lost some of the people who did all those video postings, but maybe I can find some and, maybe we can post some things in the threads, like autism awareness information thread, as opposed to the autism.
Right.
We did that. We've done that before.
We've done that before. That used to be Lonnie's thing.
Because unfortunately things are just so busy and so chaotic right now. I can't guarantee that I will be able to have that kind of stuff available in a timely manner for the podcast. So if you want to add something to that particular thread, there'll be an autism awareness thread that was all your projects, your chatter, and all that, and then an autism information thread. Your
and videos. Because it is an autism awareness, but also I think it's going to partially kind of morph into an autism awareness / happiness.
Yeah.
Because it's knitting all the happy colors,
right.
And some people don't deal well with not being able to go out. Now, I've kind of been self-quarantined before this virus.
And I'm a bit of an introvert, so it doesn't bother me too much. The only thing that really bothers me is I can't go out of mass. That's the only thing that really bothers me. So, but for those of you who, we have a community, we can do happy stuff, and I think Laura's still doing tortoise versus hare, and I think that's this time.
Has she said anything to you about it? Because
she hasn't said it to. She said it to me a while back. I think,
but that was before all this. I don't know.
I think she's planning on still doing it. I don't know for sure.
Touch base.
We'll have to touch base with her. She can contact us if she wants to do it.
She has a lot on her plate right now.
She does. Everybody seems to right now. So that might be another happy thing that we'll be doing. Just happy stuff, happy colors, and autism awareness is really great for that. I have a few pre-orders that I will be starting on. I had. And I'll mention this when I do my stash enhancements, but I've had some some orders come in of bare yarn, so I can be taking advantage of this time to bare yarn. Dye yarn.
If you don't already, you need a colorway called Happy, based on the song Happy.
I have Happy and You Know It.
But you don't have Happy, Happy.
Yeah. Well, maybe this one will be Happy. Maybe this one will be Happy. We'll see.
Because it's such a happy song. And, you can't hear that song and not be happy.
We might have to put the video on the thread for the autism awareness, or
or just in somewhere where it can be seen easily
accessed. Yeah.
Or I know a way to sticky something so it's seen across all threads and it just sits on the top. Maybe I'll do something like that with Happy.
Yeah.
Because I think people need Happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't play automatically. People want to press play, but
you don't want it to get annoying if you just do that. Okay. So anyway. Moving on. I've done the alongs. We've done that. All right. Oh, okay. So you said you had 8?
Yeah, hang on, let me do the other count, because I have
a total of...
I have 3 normal projects and 6 abnormal design projects.
So you have to go 2, 2, 2, because I only have 5, and one of them I can't show. I have 5 total, and one of them I can't only show the bag.
Okay, well, then I go 2, 2, 2, 1, because I do have... So hold on, let me just get to the end of my...
I asked Davina if she had one of these. She said she only had one that was partial. So,
well, I think I might end up tearing... I have a color work thing going. That's a thing, and I don't think I'll finish it, so I'll probably steal that yarn back from that.
Are you going to need more?
No, not for this, but if I want to make more of them.
Oh, okay.
So, because it's a nice, simple project for when I'm having light sensitivity.
Well, it's
or
not
can't
right
focus.
to be talking about when you can't see it.
And you can't be able to see it.
No, not for now.
Okay, so. Do you feel curious yet? Alright. So I'm throwing this on the floor. In my Silver Shed USA.
Happy spring?
Tree frogs.
It's spring.
It's tree frogs.
No, it's spring today. It's 19th of spring. Happy spring.
Oh.
It was spring the 19th of March, so happy spring a little late.
Oh, okay.
Springy frogs?
Tree frogs.
Tree frogs, not tree turtles.
No, not tree turtles. For some reason, there's not a full picture of this one, because I think this one's pretty.
Which one? Which one? The white one?
The white with blue?
Oh, blue, yeah. I think he's over here.
Oh, I think you're right. I think that he is... Okay, he's not quite as pretty as I thought it was. I mean, he's still pretty. I really like this one.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
I wonder if that's an actual frog.
Yeah, it is. Frogs can come in really pretty colors. And these kind of frogs, they're because they're not like the warty toads. They look soft.
Yeah, well,
and
they're frogs,
look smooth. I used to have a book. It was one of those little pocket books. I forget what they were called. It was. They had a whole series. They had like reptiles. They had amphibians.
Right.
You know, the little pocket books. What were they called?
Pocket books.
Were they just called pocket books?
Yeah.
They were so nice. They had pretty pictures. I went through a big reptile.
I think that's what they were called. Yeah.
I went through a big reptile phase as a kid.
I used to have those with gemstones and
I remember you having those.
rocks and. I used to love.
I don't know if Davina had
meteorology.
cats and dogs ones. I don't know if
not meteorology. Geology.
I don't think Davina had cats and dogs ones, or if she did, I don't remember them. But I loved my. Maybe they even had reptiles and amphibians and all that together.
They might have.
I can't remember.
But they had reptiles and then amphibians and birds.
Birds weren't in that one.
No, I said they had reptiles, amphibians, birds, or reptiles and amphibians, birds.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I either had reptiles and amphibians or I had reptiles.
This is a knitting and crocheting podcast.
But regardless, the point is, I've always thought these are really cute, and I think usually are pretty small.
And I don't know if I'm going to embarrass Anne, who makes these lovely bags, but she is an inspiration. She found a very creative way to help out during this coronavirus. Apparently, she was asked, or they had a need for special masks, and she is making. I think she's making 1,000 masks.
I think that's what she said on Facebook.
And I don't know if it was within a week, or a few days, or what.
I think she said a week, but that's got to be.
It was a very.
Was there short turn?
It was a short turnaround. And what it is not that it's going to be able. It's because it's cloth. It's not going to be able to do the filtering. It goes over the mask, so it increases the longevity. So Anne,
because even the masks that I wear that are cloth, there's a layer in between that does the actual catching.
So Anne, we want to thank you.
Yes, thank you, Anne,
for all that you're doing. And if we're embarrassing you, I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
You are amazing in more ways than you know.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Thank you
for all that you're doing, and it gives us an idea. Hey, what can we do? That I have no idea what I could do, but
spreading awareness, like for me, what I've been trying to do is, because of my medical background, I'm trying to dispel myths that people are getting from media. No, you can't catch it just from breathing the same air as other people. It's a matter of droplets on something, you touch at something without washing your hands, and you touch your face. That's where I try to.
Now, the thing that I found, and Tanya may want to try to debunk it, but this came from a mobile cell phone company. They said you do need to sanitize your phone.
Yes, you do.
And you do that with a wet wipe, if you can find one. And you take that and you wipe it. Don't drench it, but wipe it down and leave that to dry. Leave that on there for 4 minutes.
And by wet wipe, we're not talking about just water.
No, we're talking about something like
that sanitizes.
A Lysol, the things you use for kitchens and stuff like that.
If you can find it.
And if not, something with a similar solution so you don't damage your phone. Wipe it down and leave that stuff on there for about 4 minutes to kill the virus, and then you can use a soft cloth or whatever to
don't touch it while it's still wet, because if you're touching it while it's wet, it doesn't help anything. It's still, until it's dry, it's not okay.
So that's just, and I don't think our phones are any problem. Nobody touches our phone.
Right.
But I will probably get one of our very precious wet wipes and do that, so we're sure.
One of the things I do want to bring up, there's or something helps with visualizing. I know this has gone way off track, but
there's something that's infrared that you can buy on Amazon that can do that without wetting down the phone.
But the visualization that a friend of mine who works in biology, I think she's a PhD, Annie, I can't remember, and you don't watch this.
Yeah.
But she's in New Zealand. She's very smart and awesome. But she had posted something that she had seen somewhere where it describes the virus as working like glitter. Imagine it's being glitter that's on stuff. So someone with coronavirus, like they sneeze or cough or whatever, and imagine, okay, the coronavirus is a glitter and it landed on this table, and then you touch that table, so now you have glitter on you, and everything until you wash your hands, you're getting glitter on stuff, and anyone who touches the stuff you touch without washing their hands is also getting glitter.
Right.
So
that's a good analogy. So just wipe down things, surfaces and things like that.
Yeah, and don't touch your face.
Yeah, don't touch your face. That's hard.
Unless you're washing your hands first. And yes, it's hard. And you're going to see me doing it like 20 million times.
Yeah, because now she says that, I have an itch.
Well, but you can touch, And I'm going to touch my face now. But we're in our home. This is a safe space. Yes, you should wash your hands. And I'm going to be touching everything now. Okay, PSA over.
Unless we think of something else.
Tree frogs. Cute, cute, cute.
Happy.
I should name them.
Not now.
I think I should name them Indigo. He's Indigo.
All right.
Okay.
Inigo.
His
name is Inigo Montoya. Inigo.
I'm sorry, I'm really weird today. It's
a lot better than the last 2 days where she was dragging.
3 days.
3 days, yeah.
I was out of it for almost the whole week. Okay, so this is my Buttercups and Bluebells Field. It's the On the Forest Floor by Simone Caritz. I'm using Miss Babs Yowza. Colorways are Squash Blossom, Dragon's Flight, and Inkwell.
Not Inigo. Inigo Montoya.
Just a little bit of work on this. No, Siri, I don't need help. Okay. Just a little bit of work done on this because, I mean, these rows are getting really long.
Right.
And generally, I only am working on non-design things on Sunday.
Okay. I thought that something had come loose.
No.
Okay.
So.
Yay.
This will be nice to have eventually, but all my personal projects are kind of suffering a little bit because of other focus. Now I'm going to keep touching my face.
That's why I don't like saying that particular thing, because then I get itchy. It's like, okay. Sorry,
but
guys.
that's okay. We are in our own home, and
we're using tissues.
Yeah.
Okay. But we would be fine anyway.
Excuse me. Now I don't generally touch people with the inside of my elbow either. Next one I'm going to show. I haven't shown this bag in a long time, I feel like. This was an early bag, I think.
Dan, you bought that as a purse.
Did I?
Yep.
Oh, I can't even remember that. You can tell this one carried heavier stuff than it should have because it's got some
wear and tear.
Some wear and tear, yeah. Because I actually don't get them with the straps anymore.
Yeah, it's harder to put in the.
Well, also, I'm very rough on bags.
No kidding.
I always have been. I was the backpack destroyer at college.
She throws things. She doesn't put them down.
No.
She's like,
it's just that I always have to carry like the kitchen sink with me.
Yeah.
I've always been like that.
But I do too, and I'm not as rough a bag as you are.
I think I always want to be prepared.
Have you had a child?
No, but I'm slightly OCD, and I'm a nurse. Nurse.
No.
Nurse.
No, not even when you're having 2 children and your husband says, "I'm not carrying that." Mm-hmm. No.
I was always the person at the hospital where they'd be like, "Oh, hey, do you have that?" Because they always figured I would, and usually they were right.
Yeah, I was like that too. Not as a nurse. I was not a nurse, but I carry everything. That's why the physical therapist could say, "Lighten your load."
So, anyway, wow, we are tangential today. Butterflies.
Squirrels?
Squirrel.
Birds.
Squirrel. Bunny.
Owl.
Did you see that baby bunny that Benning posted? Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry.
I saw the purple owls he posted.
I tagged you in it.
Okay.
It was a baby bunny in the hand. It was... Okay, I am having serious focus issues. We need to call this serious focus issues. I can't put 2 thoughts together.
Apparently you can put many thoughts together, you just can't keep track of them.
Wing, 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 wing. Okay, what was I saying?
I don't want you getting tired before we get finished, so come on.
I'm already tired. Too late. I woke up tired. What was I talking about?
Bag project.
Okay,
project.
This is the Autumn Leaves bag by
the wonderful, lovely Anne
Silvershed USA. And this is Bread Warmer by Karen Demeller Lawrence.
I haven't had that one in a while.
No, I haven't, because I had to wait until I was in somewhat of a brain space to understand what she was saying next. It wasn't that it was hard. I just wasn't at a point where I could register it for a long time. Excuse me. And now I'm at a point where I'm just doing the basic stitch all the way across, and then eventually I'll be doing mosaic around the edges.
Are you going to show it?
I am. I guess I can't even see what stitch it is. It's like, it's going to be obvious. Wow. I'm such a ding-dong today.
No, you're an oboe head. Very nice. So
this is the yarn actually called for in the pattern, including the color, because you guys decided you wanted the color.
Yeah, I want this for a washcloth, this stitch.
It's seed stitch.
I know. I don't like seed stitch.
I
like the way it looks and
like the way, even though I don't like cotton, I like the way this cotton linen feels.
Well, it feels, this is cotton linen. I wonder if you could use cotton linen for a washcloth. I think
Probably can.
this would be really nice on the, I love this cotton.
Mm-hmm. I actually really like, I love this cotton. Mm-hmm. No, wait, I love this cotton. The one for knit picks.
I don't like Dishy.
I like Dishy.
I'm going to have to try it again. Maybe they changed the base.
And you know I don't like cotton.
Yeah.
But
I'm finding cotton that I can handle. I've always loved this cotton, has been one of them. I have to try Dishy again.
This is Raindrop. And then the other color that I'll be doing the mosaic with is Swan.
Very pretty.
So it's exact colors called for in the pattern because Dad and Mom decided they wanted. It's this is a bread warmer. It
matches my kitchen.
Yeah, this part held on spare yarn is going to be the pocket that you'll put the buckwheat
or hot whatever
in. I'm not making that. We will find one to put in there.
Of the right dimensions, good luck.
It's not a weird dimension, I don't think.
We'll see. We'll find it.
Even if it's small.
Yeah. Just has to have a little.
Because they actually have instructions if you're that kind of person who can sew. They have directions how to make your own buckwheat thing to go in here. It is buckwheat, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah. Very simple right now. I'm just going to be doing seed stitch forever, and then I can do the mosaic edging, which will be awesome.
Very nice.
But it's a nice, simple knit. And like I said, this cotton line is very nice.
And you can see right away once you get to a certain point if you miss something before you get too far.
Right.
And that, taking back 1 or 2 stitches won't be a problem.
Or dropping down.
Yeah, I don't do that yet. All right, my first one is in my Silvershed USA Bookworm Caterpillar bag. And this was the one that was done for the kit that Talia did with Heidi and Anne.
That was my first kit.
Yeah, and that's Heidi from Undead Yarn.
And like I said, that was Anne's idea.
Anne is amazing.
Yes, she is.
Anne,
I think he suggested both of my kits I did with her.
Anne does all of our stuff.
Because she suggested the bookworm one, and I think she
contacted me once about doing something. I forget if it was the...
Maybe it was only the bookworm she contacted me for, because that was the first... I actually designed it with her request in mind. Because I remember us brainstorming. I had just come off of work, and I stayed up for like 24 hours designing that.
So this...
Just because I really want to make it
Anne
work.
is fabulous. We love Anne.
Oh, yes, she is.
Okay. So this is the baby, little boy blue baby hat. I worked, I think, 2 rows or 3 rows on this the other night because I only had a few projects. I only had like 1 or 2 projects most of the week. So it's very stretchy, and I think I must be pretty close.
Now, she has been doing a lot of work that's knit-related, like crafty related. It's not like she hasn't been doing any knitting or anything. It's there's more to show later.
Yeah. So this is I think it's getting close to the point where let me see. It doesn't tell me here. I forget how many inches. I don't know if it's 10 or 15 or what it is. So once that's done, I have to seam it.
That's going to be so... I don't know how that's going to even work.
I don't understand how this is going to work. So we'll see if it actually does.
I wonder... Hold on. I'm just thinking out loud. You might sew it together on the sides, and then... Thing is, I would have thought they would have let one end open, and you could have cinched it.
Yeah, they said I'm going to cinch it. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to cinch it. But it only said that one side was going to be seamed as far as I can tell. So I have to...
That's
I'm
interesting.
Not sure.
I'm not...
Let me see.
Sure how that works. Also, let me see which way the cables are. The ribbing is going up and down.
So you've got the...
So this is going to come, these two together, like that.
So I don't understand exactly how it's going to work.
So only one end's going to be seamed. That'll be interesting, unless they're going to be doing... No, Kitchener wouldn't work.
I don't know how. I don't know.
That'll be interesting. I'm interested in seeing how that's going to work.
And this one I know that Ty's probably going to have to help me figure out what they're asking because I don't understand exactly. And I think this is free, but just in case it's not, I'm not going to. And it's not a hard pattern, and once we figure it out, I'll probably do it again. No, it's
the construction is different, so it takes a second to try to figure out what the world. And I have never looked at the pattern.
Okay, so this is...
With the squirrel, not the...
And this, I think, is a sport weight of... Knit Picks. Brava.
If I was still designing toys and I just haven't had the desire to do that, I would have done a squirrel. But I'm just not in a toy designing mood.
Teddy bears come before squirrels.
Oh, do they now? Mm-hmm. So you determine what I design now?
I do.
Oh, okay. I see. Thank you for informing me of that.
I got an owl first.
You were lucky you got an owl before I got sick.
I know.
Although, what are the...
It was
owl was the second year.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of the heyday.
Yeah, it was. Because I think I had 2 designs going on with the owl. Anyway, I have 2 projects to show next. Let me find what bag that is.
Why is my tea gone?
Mine's almost gone, too. We drank through our tea quickly this time. Because we're not even an hour in yet.
Huh. I thought it was longer. Okay.
I know, me too.
Right.
Because we rambled so much. Okay. So.
Waffling.
So in my...
I'm hungry. Waffles.
Okay, you do not get to make fun of me for being out of it and like all over the place today, because that was a complete non sequitur.
No, waffles. Waffling.
Okay. In my Silver Shed USA Rebel Scum bag, is... I had to find them. Dishcloth Mosaic number 20.
Oh, I haven't done that in a while either.
Yeah, we're done Sunday.
Yeah.
Bunny by J.G. Miller. And I'm using Knit Picks Dishy in colorways Begonia and Swan. And this is a free pattern. You can get it on Ravelry, but if you're not on Ravelry, you can still download it. And she has a ton.
Oh, she does. I have all of hers, I think. See how it looks.
And this is still intended for comforty craft.
Pretty.
So the bunny's starting to form.
Pretty. Pretty.
So I do still kind of regret for not paying attention and starting with the pink instead of the white, because now my bunny's pink instead of white. I intended it to be white.
Well, you can do it the other way next time. Mm-hmm. That's pretty. It's not like you're not going to do another one.
True.
Especially with tortoise versus hare.
Mm-hmm. I have to get to designing things with bunnies on it. Because
owls
now I can create more things for Team Bunny. And you can be quite certain I'm not creating things for Team Tortoise.
Owls.
Okay, so that's project 1. Next one I can't show you. It's a baby blanket. I can tell you what it is. That's about it. Baby blanket design in progress.
Okay.
This one's on hold because I can say this much. There are multiple sizes for this pattern. The pattern is done being written, but I'm just waiting for me to finish knitting one so I can have a picture.
Right.
It's very simple, but it has multiple sizes. So I had to cast on the smallest size so I can get one finished quickly for the pattern. So this is on hold. But I did work on it.
Okay. My next one is in my Kikiboo Bags owl, Christmas owl bag, holiday owl bag. And this is the Cherry Bomb Preemie Hat Project. I only worked on this a little bit. So, Christina, I'm glad I made you laugh. She said it made her laugh when I said that I'll let you in on a secret. You have to work on it. So that's as far as I'm at. And honestly, I used to be able to just finish these, 1 a day or 2 a day, but I just haven't been able, especially this size.
Well, you are falling in love with crochet. You're falling in love? You're falling in love with crochet all over again.
Yeah. So, but I have to be careful because I hurt if I do it too much.
It's like, after you've been married to someone for many years and you fall in love with them again.
Yeah.
So I've heard. Never been married myself.
So this is Knit Picks Bravo Worsted. It's a preemie hat on the Cindy Wood loom, and this is their sock loom. The lovely Laura Concert gave this to me. She gave me a bunch of things because she is awesome and she spoils me. So that's that. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, I was just making sure my count. Okay, so, you weren't supposed to finish talking.
Well, I didn't have much to say about that one.
Okay. This is the bag parade.
Don't be weirded out. The reason I'm doing this is I've got a sore shoulder and arm, and I'm trying to hit the pressure point so I can turn my head. So, okay, there we go.
Makes you seem like you're an automaton where you have to hit, push something. Like something you see for like data or...
Yeah, I think I slept wrong last night, plus the weather coming in. It's a little bit better.
Okay, good. In my Silver Shed USA Peanuts Christmas bag. This is my Christmas stocking bag.
Long wedge.
Yes, long wedge. So this, I am almost at the point where I'm going to be having to think about the heel.
Yay!
So once I finish the entire first stocking, I'll have a picture for you guys and I can put this up for testing. But I'm not there yet. I guess since I'm not quite at the heel, you could say I'm approximately halfway. But yes, because after I finish this one, I have to start the other one for the other grandparent. So there we go.
Is that one or two? Yeah, one more to go.
Oh, that's right. One more to go. Okay, so that would be... Oh, yes, the other Christmas one. That's in this bag, I think. Let me take a quick peek. Yeah, that's what this one is.
I have to put my bags with my stuff in my notes, otherwise I forget what's in what.
Well, because I keep all my design stuff away from my other bags.
I still have to put what's in what bag.
Yeah. Because that way I don't want to mix up...
Excuse me.
I don't want my design stuff to get lost in everything else. So my design stuff tends to stay up by the head of my bed. Okay, so this is my Silver Shed USA books bag.
I love that fabric.
We have Mutiny on the Bounty. That's the only one I can really read clearly. Gone with the Wind.
It's a literate bag.
Yeah.
Not illiterate, illiterate.
Illiterate. Yeah, I can't read all of them. I think they're purposely...
vague.
Yeah, vague.
Kind of necessarily want you to know what it is.
Well, they just want to give the impression this is
Yeah.
a nice library. Because you can tell there's poems of John Mass something or other.
All right, open up. Come on.
Okay.
Or show the bag.
Yeah, I can't. So, I am showing the bag. I'm discussing the bag. Silver Shed USA. So, this one is the final of the 3 Christmas ornaments. And I cast it on, and then like 4 designs popped in my head for other things, so it got put aside. It doesn't take me that long to work a Christmas ornament. It's just that, like I said, other things that were non-Christmassy grab my attention. So this really doesn't have a particular need to be done quickly.
Right.
The pattern has been written for a long time. And by a long time, I mean like a week. It feels like a long time. So yeah.
Okay, my next one is in my Silver Shed USA Owl's bag, Davina's artwork, Archimedes. Whoops, yeah. See. And this is my Taste of Autumn shawl from the Scrap Shawl by Anastasia Sattel. And this is Miss Babs Yowza, all 3 colorways, and an eye hook. And this is for Talia. I didn't do a whole lot on here, I just did a row. I did a row yesterday. Oops.
It's a bunny. Did you lose your hook?
I didn't lose my hook. I thought I had clipped this so I wouldn't lose my stitches. Okay, I'll have to find another one. Anyway.
And I don't have a large one with me.
You can see the different color here. It's really pretty.
Well, Mom, can you steal this one here? Is it serving any purpose?
Oh, that's it. That's it. I just didn't take it out of the stitch that was holding before. Okay, thanks. So this is going to be a very autumnal.
Which is great. Those are colors I enjoy.
It's not overly bright, but it's definitely, you can see the difference. And I'm not sure how many more rows. I think maybe I'll do 2 more rows of this. Maybe 2 to 4 more rows of this.
And that'll be very nice because I've been overheating very easily, but getting very cold. So it's like things like this, my Dobbin wood, are perfect because they can cover my arms or not cover my arms as I need it at that second.
Yeah, I love sweaters, but I prefer shawls that stay on well. You know, they don't fall off the shoulders for this kind of in-between weather. And I like my blue one so much because it's a little lighter, but it stays. So that's this. And
yeah, because for about a year I've been wearing short sleeves all year round. Because everything's so variable.
The only color,
shawls are awesome.
Yeah, the only color I'm not using right now is this one. That goes in here. Between the gold.
Oh, okay. That's gonna work very nicely.
It's very dark, but it's very autumnal.
Mm-hmm.
So, oops.
Well, that's kind of my color scheme.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't been working a lot in those colors. I think I have one project in those colors, and I didn't work on it this time.
And if Talia decides that she doesn't want that color in there, I can just do a bigger stripe of the gold.
No, I think it's great. Keep going.
Okay, good.
Okay. So I only have to show one this time because I did my 2 every other. You have 1 left, right?
Yeah.
And I have 2 left.
Yes, I have 1 left.
So I do 1, you do 1, I do 1. So. Oh wait, hang on. Do I only have 1 now? No, I have 3
I have 2 left.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So I do 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about this one here.
I looked right at it. I'm like, no, I have 1.
Okay. So how many of these were written this week? 2.5, because one of them was written but had not been typed up this week. So I created 2 new designs this week and finished writing a 3rd one. It's been a very productive week in spite of everything. So in my plover bird, I was having trouble finding bags. I was running out of bags because I still have projects I never tore out of bags. And it takes too much effort to go and figure out what to tear out. Well, that means I'm also running into needle shortage as well. So I need to finish some things or decide I don't love some things anymore.
Well, you just don't want to do it right now.
Yeah. So in my plover bird birds on a wire bag, this was one of the early plover birds that
cute.
I got.
That's really cute.
It is really cute.
I love that fabric.
So this is a cowl. And that's all I can really say about that.
What are you going to say about that?
Because I really wanted to get a non-Christmas design out there. So that's what prompted me to do this. This is going to be color work as well. Because color is kind of a thing right now. Although you're going to see there's going to be a range. The baby blanket is very simple, so no color work there. This is color work. Most of it's color work. Then you have the toys in my shop. The toy patterns in my shop, and then something else I'll talk about later. But this is the cowl, and I'm probably a 1/3 of the way through, maybe a little bit more. If I focus, I could probably get this done by next week.
If you focus.
If I focus, and don't start writing new patterns. And then I could have this available for testing. It all depends. I kind of want to focus on this baby blanket because I can get that out for testing if I just buckle down. But yes, there's that.
Okay, my next one is it's the Numeria shawl from the Scrap Shawl by Anastasia Sattel. This is in my Silver Shed USA Tootsie Pop bag. I love this. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oops.
And I didn't work a whole lot on this. Oh, there's my hook. Get out of here. Okay. Okay. So.
Is her long over?
Yes. That particular long is over. So this is, I started this for, almost made it too, until things kind of got crazy. For
You would have made it too if it wasn't for those darn kids.
If it wasn't for the horse. This is, I started this for Chronically Crochetings along, and I got about this far, just a little less than
now
this far, when she finished, so I didn't get to finish for it, but I love this. It's really nice, and it drapes beautifully. This is all Dragonfly fibers. The colorway, the blue one is Numeria, and this kind of variegated is Boat. And if I probably could have finished it this week if I had just focused on it this past week, but it too crazy, just too much going on. So, what's this?
I'm so excited.
Stop.
I've been too deep.
I'm gonna smack you one.
I'm wearing a neck brace. Not nice to smack someone with a neck brace.
I'll smack you somewhere else. Oh, this is where my hook went for Perfectly Reckless. Okay. This is the right hook.
Oh, you put it in the other bag?
Yeah, I must have thought that.
I've done that with my, like these things. I'll stick it on a different project and forget that I actually stuck the one for that project in the same bag.
Well, I wanted to work on my Perfectly Reckless cowl.
Excuse me, sorry.
You know, the one with the Sorabelle pattern, but I couldn't find the hook. And
Do you make a note on your pattern what hook you're using?
I generally do it in my show notes, but and that's what I do.
Because I know sometimes you change up what hook you're using. So
I do. I don't know.
And because
Here it is.
my needle is by necessity attached to my project, that's never an issue. But with crochet, it's a little bit more of an issue.
It is a little bit of an issue. So, and I've got this cute little owl. I forget who gave me this. I don't know if it was Laura or who gave me this owl.
I think that was. I think it was Laura. 'Cause she gave me a bunny
I can't. Can you see
too.
it?
Because my bunny is on my ornament.
Yeah, I can't tell if you can see
You
it.
can kind of see it.
I love it. It's
My
adorable.
bunny is super cute, but I can't show you because he's on a design.
So this is doing well, and I hope to finish it. Like Taya said, if I can focus, you know, I would like to finish it.
Focus is in short supply here.
It is. So, well, I found my hook, so that's good. My other hook, so I can
Well,
do
that's
that
good.
with that. I knew what hook it was. I just couldn't find it, and I remembered last week that I left it out. I remembered that I left it out and I put it in a bag. I couldn't remember what bag I put it in.
That leads me on to, so I do one, then you do one, then I do one.
This is my last one.
Okay, so this is my second to last. Okay, I have a story to tell you. So I was not intending on creating this pattern. Mom was dyeing some yarn, and she was like, "Oh, I really like this color. I might need to keep it." I was like, "Oh, I could design you something for that." And I did start trying to design in the weight that she had indicated. But the fingering weight didn't really work for the pattern I ended up starting, and I moved up to a DK weight.
Sport.
Oh, sport weight, you're right. I moved up to sport weights. So I have, I don't think it's, well, it's kind of complex. These are cabled, they're arm warmers, gauntlets kind of things.
No thumb, just,
Yeah,
yeah.
but with cables.
Yes. Pretty, pretty, pretty.
So it will be, we're thinking of doing a kit for it because it was designed in mind of using Mom's yarn.
So it'll probably be a kit. We don't know exactly when it'll be done, but I have the yarn.
Yeah, I'm not even halfway through the first mitt yet. But yeah, the pattern is fully written out. I don't mean like written versus chart, but I mean like it's completed. Unless I run into some horrible problem with the knitting up of it, because I haven't actually knit it up yet. With knitting, it's a little bit different when I design for some reason. With crochet, I used to design and write at the same time. With knitting, I seem to write the design first, and then I make it. So it's a little bit of a different process for me. But this bag is Victorian Studios bag. I couldn't remember. I think I won this.
Yeah, you did.
This is a lovely bag.
I don't think she sells it. It doesn't have a box bottom, but it's a very nice
I think
bag.
I like the fabric.
I love the fabric. It reminds
It's
me
lo-
of Poe.
I mean, like, I also love the way it feels. It's
It's quilted a little.
quilted, and
little,
it's soft and smushy, and I want a blanket that feels
Yeah.
like it.
This, if I had won that, because I wanted to win one of these, I would have put my embroidery stuff in there, or now my loom knit stuff.
Yeah,
But,
so this is holding a special design that popped onto my needle, I think
3 days ago, 4 days
it
ago,
was on the 17th.
5 days ago. No, 4 days ago.
And, well, today is the 21st, yeah. But I had to write it up on the 18th, and I restarted it based on the pattern I ended up writing up. I sketched out everything and started with doing my gauge swatches and stuff on the 17th. Wrote the design on the 18th, and yesterday I cast it on based on the design I had written. So, because it took me a couple days, because life, to get to the point where I could focus on this. So,
My
yes.
project in my Silver Shed USA
Sorry, guys. Allergies.
Star Wars schematics bag. I can't show you.
AT-AT.
It's one of her patterns. I'm testing. I get to pre-test things because it takes me a long time.
That's the baby blanket that I told you about.
Yes, and it is the smallest size. So it's in here. Okay.
And in the same vein, this is that baby blanket small size I was telling you about, because I needed to start a new one in order to have the pattern get it available for testing. So this is not a knitting bag.
No, that's
I just didn't have any bags that could fit in my yarn that I needed.
you can't have mine from upstairs.
No. So this is my I Can Do All Things Through Christ Who Strengthens Me bag. And it's actually a good size for this.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Thankfully, I have enough. I don't have to pull mine out and do double duty with it. It's upstairs.
so yes,
Course.
I would love to get this done sooner rather than later.
Yep. Okay.
Because
All
this
right.
was actually holding my cotton, just so I could keep my cotton separated from the rest of my projects.
Okay.
The rest of my patterns, I mean, for my dishcloths.
All right, that's it for that. Do you have any FOs?
No, I've been too, like, ooh, new design, to really
Yeah.
FO anything.
Butterflies. Okay, what else? What's next?
That leads us on to yarn.
Before.
Well, let's do stash enhancements first, and then we
Okay.
can do shop news.
Yeah, because we have a lot to say with that. Okay. How much do you have for enhancements?
Let's see, hold on, let me finish my couple stitches here. There we go. Okay. Let's first do the stuff from, what's his face?
Okay, what's his face?
I don't know what his face is.
Ethan.
I don't know what his face is. Ethan. He's no longer selling these because he's actually going off to become a priest.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to if the virus is going to stall him.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I wonder if they're accepting
his
anyone
his
else.
shop. Oh, he's already accepted, I think.
I mean, but I wonder if they're going to stall their school year because a lot of the colleges have.
I don't think it will start until September.
Oh,
I mean, his shop,
that makes sense.
His shop is
Logic.
empty. His shop is empty except for some beads.
Okay.
And so
So,
it's really sweet.
I'm going to show mine first because mine is less complicated. Okay, really nice holy cards came with it. I'm only going to show you one of them, I think, even though they're all beautiful.
And we all have the same cards. We
Yeah,
have the same
this
cards.
one, I don't know, I just love it because it makes me think a little bit. There's a meme that has gone around Facebook based off of, I guess, an old painting or an old icon or something that's been going around, and it's an old painting, drawing, whatever, of Our Lady punching the devil in the face. And usually what accompanies it is the meme saying something like, Hail Mary, full of grace, punch the devil in his face.
Yeah.
But this is a picture of Mary as it feels like she is beating off the devil, which is part of why I love it. It's I don't know, it's not something you usually think of her as being fierce, which is why I'm kind of like, yes, it's cool.
And we all got the same cards.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show you mine.
So I think this must be like an older imagery because
yeah.
kind of like the Our Lady punching the devil in the face. It's just kind
old,
of
yeah.
different, and I like it because of it.
So that's that.
But that's not what I purchased. The shop is going out of business. I really wanted to get one of his things, but I didn't have a lot of money.
We already have rosaries of his, but
I have two.
yeah,
Three. I have three.
I now have 4.
So this is his life rosary, and
It's actually a 1 decade.
it's actually one decade. And I like the weight of it. I wish I had been able to get the full one, but I wasn't. But the weight is still very nice, and it's made so it can clip onto like a bag or clip to itself. It's a nice little size, and I like a good heft to it. It does have a heft.
We do have my husband. I did a fairly good size order. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Davina ordered a little flower, which is Saint Therese for those of you who aren't Catholic.
I think she's pretty popular even for
No, I'm talking about just in case they know what little flower
Yeah.
is. And you're right, they might know. But little flower. So she ordered one of those. I ordered for my husband Saint Joseph, Terror of Demons rosary, and the rosaries are all the same. It's just the metals
it was made with a theme in mind.
right. And my husband's is really heavy. But the thing is, when I ordered all these, the story is, God bless Ethan. He's such a sweetheart. I originally ordered for my husband the Frassati rosary, which is this one. And I said, hey, Ethan, I need to get the other one instead. Can we switch it out and I'll pay you the difference? And then you can, or he didn't see it right away because he's really busy closing the shop. So I said, well, look, I bought the other one. Can you just refund me for this one? So he refunded me. And it took a little while because he's closing the shop and everything. And then I saw the refund come in, and then, okay, it's in my PayPal. I see the refund. And I get my rosaries. Davina's rosary, mine for Bishop Sheen, Archbishop Fulton Sheen, he's blessed, right? Has he made blessed?
He's made blessed. His canonization process got stalled.
Blessed,
just because they want to be super
Fulton
sure.
Sheen. Another one does, and I got Memento Mori, which you know how we feel about Memento Mori. Okay, so I got these two, and then there was another package with the Frazzati rosary in it. So I wrote back to him. I said, "Hey, how do you want to work this? You refunded me." God bless his heart. He gave it to me. So we are praying for his vocation, and we will use this rosary. These all have a nice weight to them. And I have two more. I have a Purgatory and a Our Lady Immaculate Heart of Mary. So these are what
And
we
because
got.
they're cords, it's less likely we destroy them. I am the destroyer of rosaries, unfortunately.
We break chains.
Yes.
We do. It just...
Chains?
Yeah, chain. We break the chains of the rosaries, so we have to be careful. We want to make them well made. The other thing I got a while back, and I'm sorry if this is a little bit... We'll go back to the knitting stuff in a minute. These cards I ordered. These...
Oh,
And
that
I-
came with the thing, didn't it?
No, this didn't come with. These were ordered from something else.
You see, I have that with mine.
No, I gave you one of these.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I gave
Maybe
you one of
I
these.
misread.
I ordered them. I forget how many I ordered, but I ordered. So that's from this shop, and they also sent me some pretty holy cards. Okay, so now moving on to things that are a little more craft oriented.
Actually, I don't think the things I was gonna show. Don't think. Because I just have a pair of sweatpants and then one last non-craft religious piece. Sorry, guys, but someone might be interested in this.
Yeah, that looks really good.
It's from Ascension, and they do. It's a video that you have access to for 6 months once you start it, and then it's a accompanying book. Whoopsie, there we go.
Yeah.
With a little matching bookmark.
It's really pretty.
And it's How to Pray Like Mary. And I really liked that idea because, I mean, gosh, who would know how to pray if it wasn't Mary? I mean, yeah, so I look forward to starting this, but right now I'm doing a biblical thing based on passion, so that's going to be later.
Okay.
And you don't get to see my sweatpants. I mean, they're sweatpants. You don't really want to see my sweatpants.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
I have a couple things here left.
We really rambled a lot.
This is...
Oh, that's right.
Because I can't draw to save my life, but...
Do you have any drawings to show them?
No. I did a couple on a napkin, and I think I might actually be able to do these. They won't be as good as these, but they're... I want to show you the owl.
I was going to say, you aren't flipping through this without showing the owl. You know this.
The owl. And it's just simple little sketches that I can play around with. I did the llama. It kept coming out really funny, but it was...
Well, llamas can look really funny anyway.
But this is drawing for fun. And it's not going to... You know, I'm not kidding myself. I'm going to be an artist here. I can show you something here. There's a llama. I don't know if you can see it. And my attempt at puffin.
You see, I actually kind of like your puffin. He turned out really well, I think.
Yeah.
Look there. She's doing it. And you're doing it in pen, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard in pen. Your little, fish.
My little fish.
So you should be proud of yourself. I mean, you should be doing it in pencil, not pen. Pen is not forgiving.
I didn't have a pencil. I had a pen. But this was really fun. And, you know, if I can get to the point where I can cartoon a bunch of things like that, you might see some stuff. But I've always wanted to draw, and I just don't have talent in that direction.
I used to draw. I just don't have the desire. Because I can draw. I just... Meh. I don't.
Drives your dad up the wall.
It does. He keeps trying to get me to be inspired by it. And it's one of those things like, sometimes you have the skill to do something, but you just don't have the passion for it. And I just don't have the passion for drawing.
The other thing I got was bear yarn. I had a fairly good size order of yarn that I bought. And half of it has come in. I think the other half will be coming in next week. So I have all my weights available, if not all my bases. And the sport weight might be a good portion, depending on how many kits we make available. and how many sell might be pretty much taken up, but I can always get more sport weight if I need to. I'm sorry, guys, I lost my show notes. But in here, Patty, lovely Wombat of Doom, this is for the Pregnancy Center. But first, before the Pregnancy Center, she sent us a nice little note.
Oh, that's right. They arrived right after the podcast, just like our rosaries did.
Yeah.
Like, we literally had just finished.
So she sent us this. It's from Simply Knitting, a little postcard. So it's like fiber. It looks like it's hand spun. So I'm not going to read the note, but she sent it on St. Patrick's Day, so the patron saint.
Wait, it arrived before St. Patrick's Day. I thought it arrived right after the podcast.
It did, right after the podcast.
St. Patrick's Day was this week.
She must have just wished us a happy
St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day was like Wednesday.
And this, she sent us
or
this.
Thursday.
It's not even, hasn't even been opened. It's a crochet hook set. I don't know what the sizes are. It looks like they might be.
Let me finish these 2 stitches. I'll be able to.
Oh, they're double hooked. One of them is double hooked.
That's right. We discussed this. They're Tunisian. They're all double hooked.
No, this one's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I guess it's background. Yeah. So I think these are Tunisian hooks. So,
and I have no idea how that works because I don't do that.
So I did Tunisian kind of. You can do it with a regular hook too, but I didn't. Now that I know how to knit, I don't do Tunisian, and I didn't.
But I know some people really enjoy it.
Yes, I do, and I think Linnea does it. So this is going to be a prize, very thoughtfully donated by Patty. And then she gave us all these hats. I don't know. I'm afraid to take it out because it's so tightly packed in here.
Right, because you told me, but you hadn't pulled it out because you didn't think you could put it back in.
Okay. So she made this one. Isn't that pretty? And some of you may have seen this on the Instagram or on
the group, yeah. Because I think she's been posting them in the charity.
This one, isn't that cute? Mm-hmm. Love the color combinations. And I think
I'm trying to see if any of them are the ones that I put up on the front of the podcast. I don't.
This one I really like. This is so cute.
Oh, that is cute. That one I might have shown on the front of the podcast, but I can't remember.
And this one's really cute. I remember when she did this one. The yarn has like little fuzzies here on this row right here. Mm-hmm. And so does this one.
You see, I could not knit with something like that because I would be sitting there trying to pick it out because I just can't do it.
This one has sparklies.
I think it's sparkly and fuzzies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple. And another one to match it, kind of. Purple.
Very nice.
And this one.
I think that
yeah.
Just so you guys can tell.
And this one. A little bit different.
Yeah, this one, it's a slightly different pattern.
Yep. And then these two are the same, basically.
Oh, that one's cute.
So I think she sent us a baker's dozen, because that's what she normally sends us.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't count them, so I don't know. But they're absolutely gorgeous, and they will be very much appreciated.
Yes, they will.
By the Pregnancy Center.
Because, babies always need hats.
And I'll check the note to make sure that's where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
This was hard for me to get into. It didn't
want to. Where do you normally put the charity stuff?
Oh, right now it's in the back room, but I can't.
I'm not sure I'll be able to.
It was Patty did a good job taping it shut, and I couldn't get it open.
There we go. Okay. Hand me.
There we go. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you much. There we go.
That will go in the back room, and this will go with the prizes.
Yeah.
So here. Let's see here. We have very, very generous donators. I know that somebody said that they were getting ready to send some more stuff out to us. I don't know if it was Patty again or somebody else. I can't remember. I apologize in advance. Okay. Now, going into shop news?
Yes.
Okay. Shop news. Do you have anything you want to say, or should I go first?
The only thing I think of, well, 2 things. Silent Night ornament pattern. I don't have it with me. Hey, Mom, can you grab it from the from where I have it? The fireplace. It's hanging by the fireplace with the stockings. Because Dad likes the color work and he keeps it hanging all year round. He's really a big fan of color work. So, thank you. This pattern has now been released on my Etsy shop, and it's in Lovecraft, but I'm having problems with Lovecraft because I wanted to edit the pattern and then they wouldn't let me upload a new edit. It's not to the pattern itself. It's a little bit of an explanation area for the stitches. I cut and paste and it looks weird. It might be a little confusing. But got a message back from someone on Lovecraft, so we'll see. But I wasn't feeling up to addressing it yesterday. So hopefully I can fix that so Lovecraft's up to date too. Etsy, however, is up to date and has the edited pattern. So yes, this is available now on Etsy, and I'll just put this here. I can hang it up when we're done. And the Little Drummer Boy pattern is currently in testing, the other ornament. I don't have it with me, it's over there.
You have good testers for that too.
Yes, I do. So once, it's supposed to be released around April 1st. So that when that's done, that'll be released. Unless, they get done earlier. I know one tester is basically done. And the other two are working on it. So, yes, that's the biggest news.
Well, one of them just picked it up like a day ago. So
yes, she did. But she's really good at
she's
tech
fantastic.
editing and things like that.
She is.
So, because everyone has their different
Strengths.
And her, she's really good, of course, on the knitting end of things as well, but I really depend strongly on her for tech editing because she just has an eagle eye for that sort of thing. But yes, that's the new news. I now have 2 knitted patterns available for people who've complained for years that all I had was crochet patterns. I have 2 available, the Duke and the Silent Night ornament, with Drummer Boy to follow shortly.
Okay, now my yarn shop. I've got quite a bit of yarn because I was clearing out my dye stock. Now I'm going to start, after showing this, I can tell you I'm going to start on the Autism Awareness colorways, and I'm going to start out, other colorways as well. So I told Davina, said, "Oh, you fun colors."
Not fun.
No, fun. I have had a couple of pre-orders. If I don't get a whole lot of pre-orders, I'll put it under Autism Awareness. I might just, I don't know. I might put them under Autism Awareness, but anything that's bright, if it's a specific Autism Awareness colorway that doesn't usually come out too much, I might put it under Autism Awareness. I might not. We'll see. If you have a custom order, it will be under custom orders. I think that's how I had it. So I'll get into work on the custom orders first, and I'll be making extras of those as I go. In the meantime, I rescanned some of the others. And this is one I think about Be Happy.
And if you are not already doing so, Mom has an Instagram for you to follow, which is Lady Fernico. It's Lady Fernico _creations.
On Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram. And I am Franciscan Gypsy _designs.
Now this, I didn't know I was going to call it, but since Ty is insisting on happy, this could be happy.
That could be happy.
And
is it repeatable though?
It is. I have to check to make sure. I'm pretty sure I have it down. I know what the colors are in here. I just have to see. I think this one is a variant though, because I didn't have enough of my blue, so I had to put a little extra of another blue.
Happy needs to be repeatable.
I will see. This one might be happy. And I don't know what I'm going to call this one yet. This is the same color combination as my...
I thought it was Makes Me Happy.
Makes Me Happy is that one. If You're Happy and You Know It. I think it's this one. And this one is just a different...
What Makes Me Happy is this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll check the colors to make sure. But anyway, this one is a different... You could not use this in conjunction with the other colorway that looks like this, that Makes Me Happy.
Or the Happy You Know, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
Because the way it's dyed up, it'll work up differently. So
yeah, because this doesn't have the green in it, so it must be...
Yeah, I have it up there, variant up there. That's the full one where the way I dye it is the way I normally dye this colorway. This one is dyed differently. It's the same colors, but it's different dye job, and it will work up differently. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this.
Is it repeatable?
It is repeatable. Okay.
Well, that could also be happy.
It could be.
You'll have to think about it.
I have to think about it. This green is not repeatable.
I love that green.
This green is not repeatable. This one is a fingering sock, MCN. Okay, these two are... This one's a sport, and this one is these two are sport. Okay. This one is an MCN fingering sock.
I've basically been like prowling and stalking Mom's yarn colors. Been like, do you want that for the design?
This
Are
is
you sure?
This is Lady Grey.
Mhm.
This
That's
is Lady
pretty.
Grey, and this one is fingering sock MCN.
Oh, okay, well that's not helpful then.
Okay. These are the ones I showed these last week, but they had not been rescanned. That's why I'm showing them now. These two you've already seen. Also the sport weight, the happy colors. Okay, sport weight. These four, even though they're not specifically autism awareness, will be eligible for autism awareness. Okay. And these are more of the green that I cannot do again. I just put a whole bunch of different colors in to make this, clearing out my dye stock. And
So pretty.
this one is a DK Sparkle, and this one's a fingering sock. Okay, so these are the ones I showed you last week, and I can put them all together now because they're staying in my shop. Because right now I can't send them to my LYS. I'll make more for her when she's ready. So these are already, they just need to get the photos taken, the close-ups taken, to be posted. These are the new ones. They have not yet been rescanned. I don't know what I'm going to call this one yet. I'm thinking maybe Delft. And
Is it repeatable?
I don't know if it's repeatable. I don't think so. I just threw a bunch of blues in together and grays and things like that. So I'll have to see if I can do this one. Okay? And this one is fingering sock, and I have OOAK, so I guess I can't do this one again. These two, another OOAK.
Yeah, I'm not a purple person, but you're not really pretty.
These are fingering sock and non-repeatable. 'Cause I have two of them. That did turn out pretty, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm not a purple person. That turned out really nice.
This is really soft, if I do say so myself. This one has
Well,
little,
that base is really nice.
yeah. This one has little pops of blue in it, like they surprise you. At first, I thought, oh my gosh, I got blue on it. No, all four skeins that I did of this have that. It's just.
It's the nature of the color.
It's the nature of the color and the way it broke. So there's little surprising pops of blue here and there. Some skeins more than others.
Well, it is hand dyed.
Yep. So this one, let's see if I can get this here. I'm not even remotely
I'm
sure.
really
how,
hungry now.
Yeah, I'm not even remotely sure how I did this one.
Now
so,
I want waffles.
So two. All right. And here's the other two. These are also fingering sock.
So guys, you can get all four of those and make something awesomely big if you're
Yep.
a purple lover.
Now the thing is with these is that one, they're all fingering sock. They're all superwash merino. It's just that two of them are 75-25 superwash merino wool and nylon. The other two are 75. Oh,
They're the same?
okay. They're all the same. I thought they were different.
Hee hee.
That's weird. I thought they were different. I hope I didn't mislabel them because I wouldn't be able. If I,
I don't know, they look the same, Mom.
yeah,
They don't look different.
I don't mean. I mean that the one of them was supposed to be 80-20 superwash merino and polyamide. It's the same thing.
You're usually really good about keeping your
Yeah.
labels with them,
Yeah.
though.
Okay, so this one is. Hold on, I'll tell you. Okay, this is polyamide. I was right.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, this one's
Well,
polyamide.
you should probably get a pen and make a quick note so you don't...
462. Oh, I did put them down. I wrote
Oh,
them
you did?
down.
You did?
What I'm going to do with these, if you buy these, you might see one set that has a highlighter on it, and that will be so I can tell, so I don't pull it off the shelf, the wrong one. This one is superwash 80-20, superwash merino and polyamide, and this one's 75-25 superwash and nylon. It's basically the same thing.
Very close.
Okay, and that the same thing is going to happen with these. And actually, I really like this color, and I think I can repeat this one. I'm not sure it'll be exactly the same. So these are OOAKs. Davina wants me to call this Lovey. If you've seen this, if you've seen the movie Master of Disguise, that new one, that new cartoon with Will Smith and Tom Holland, right?
Yeah, Tom Holland.
There's a little pigeon that Davina says is this color. I don't remember her being that color, but if she wants me to call it Lovey, maybe I will. So
you see, when I think of Lovey, wasn't that the name of the wife
yes,
on
Mrs.
Gilligan's
Howell,
Island?
Yes, Mrs. Howell. But this is really, it turned out really pretty. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out when I mixed the colors, but I really, really like it. And I'm going to have to play with it. I don't know if I'll be able to get exactly this color again. Right now, this is an OOAK, but I will try and see what I can do if there is an interest in this. Because what all I was doing was trying to get rid of dye stock without wasting it. And I was saying what I did, and then I was like, oh, I need to get rid of this little color, so I'll dump it in there, and it didn't have a good amount or whatever. So I have quite a bit. These have to be reskeined. So I have quite a bit of yarn that's going into the shop. And I will be putting, working on the autism awareness colors. I'll start out with the ones that have already been ordered, so that I have to work on See the Potential. I have to work on Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I have to work on Foon. Foon in the Woman Cave, which is this color. So, and then I can work on other happy colors as well, like Makes Me Happy, and some more blue colors that I have, and all that kind of stuff. So that's that. And as Talia mentioned, we are going to be doing a collaboration for one of her new works in progress and one of her new designs in progress. So we hope you'll be interested.
Yes,
in
I'm
that.
hoping that you guys will find a kit like that to be interesting, especially since it's going to be a one skein project, and so that'll be only one color of yarn,
and it'll be a solid.
It'll be solid. So, wow, my stomach's making noises.
Rude stomach.
So yeah, I'm really excited about this and all the designs I've got in mind and coming out. And actually, before we go into reading and watching and news, I need to wake up.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, so we drank too much tea. We shall return.
Hey everybody, we're back.
Hey, we're back.
Okay. We just went through the shop news and everything.
So that leads us into reading, watching, and then into life stuff.
Right.
So reading, watching. You've been reading or watching anything?
My reading has slowed down because of stuff. But I've been really exhausted. Last night I fell asleep watching a movie I really wanted to watch, and I had to rewatch an old movie with Robert Young and a youngish Rosalind Russell. And it was a kind of a noir, kind of a darker
Is Rosalind
noir.
Russell the one from Big Girl Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was, and I really wanted to see it, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't focus, and my husband's like, are you sleepy? Yeah, so I'm going to have to watch it again. It wasn't boring at all. It was just, when I watched it, it was really good. I was just tired. So that's
But you
why.
guys were also up late for you.
But I was tired going into it. Usually I put a little more effort into what I want to watch, and I was like, whatever. So I'm still reading. I'm reading the Timothy Zahn's book 4 out of the 5 for Quadrail series. And I'm also reading Bishop Barron's book on Catholicism. And the other reading I'm doing is mostly for Lent. It's religious books and religious podcasts and things like that. I'm woefully behind on my other podcasts, but surprisingly, when you're home and everybody's home, and we'll talk about that more in other stuff, but it's really hard to do what you're supposed to do or what you want to do. You have a different routine set up, and trying to make sure that nobody gets neglected or anything like that while you're doing your stuff is challenging. You have to
Find balance.
Yeah. So that's basically me.
Watched a little bit of Curiosity Stream. I think that was on Sunday. They had something on. It was a French series, although it was done in English. They had translators, and it was asking. I can't remember how many cops they were, but they were asking these police officers and gendarmes. I believe those are the ones that work. Gendarmes. They work for the. They aren't just like local police. I guess they're military police or whatever. But they were asking each one of them in this series, what was one case that always stuck with you, and why it stuck with you. So I finished that series.
That's cool.
And then I think and I finished the English one last week. I've been reading a little bit of Solace and Suffering, Wisdom from Thomas Kempis, Imitation of Christ. Did a little bit of Memento Mori by Sister Althea Noble.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
A little bit of When You Suffer, Biblical Keys for Hope and Understanding by Jeff Cavins. But Ascension presents, besides having the book that I showed you there, they have a book and a series called No Greater Love, The Passion of Christ. So I kind of let the other books go to the side, and I'm focusing on that. I'm listening to his. It's by Edward Shree.
Oh, he's great.
And I'm listening to his series on that, taking notes, because he goes through the Bible and explains what's going on, what that means in context with the historical atmosphere at the time, based on that culture, etc. So it's very fascinating. I have the book, or I had the book, but I'll read it later. Right now, all I can do is listen, just because that's where I'm at.
Right. We tend to bite off a little more than we chew sometimes. I have a whole bunch of things that I put off to the side, too, because...
But, they're there. They won't disappear.
No, they won't disappear.
And the other thing, because I was looking for something to rewatch to replace my Great Courses English course, which I would have loved to go on forever, but it didn't. So I am rewatching one that I loved, and I have forgotten how much I love this instructor. She's the one who got me to pick up Morte Arthur, because she did such a good job.
And in case you didn't hear her pronunciation, she meant the death of Arthur.
Yeah, did I pronounce it right, though?
Yeah, you did, but it might have been a little hard for them to hear because you were speaking so low.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired.
Yeah, I thought so.
So she did a course on Arthurian legend, which made me want to pick up that. And so she's a very good teacher, but she also did something on the Black Death. I forgot how much I love that series. I'm several lectures in. And I've watched this all before, but from a medical perspective, it's interesting. From a sociological perspective, it's interesting. From a historical perspective, it's interesting, especially in the light of seeing how people handle with stressors then and now. And actually, it's not too incredibly different. Theirs is, times 1,000, because they didn't have understanding of germ theory, or didn't have the resources available. They didn't have a lot of stuff that we have now. And also, it was more virulent. Their general health was lower.
Oh, hygiene,
yeah, everything was different. So they were set up to be in a much worse space than we are. And yeah, so it's very different in that way. But still, human nature is human nature when presented with something that terrifies it. So it's fascinating. And I'm really enjoying that. Mom says it's morbid to be watching that, but I love it.
I read all that stuff, and I just question the timing. All right.
Anyway. I think it's magnificent timing.
I don't. Anyway, but go on.
So yes, I am watching that.
Okay, so is that
watching / listening.
Is that what we're doing now? Are we done with that?
Yeah, we're done with that, I think.
Okay, we're going to go into life stuff and house stuff and things like that. So if you don't want to listen to that, we want to thank you all for being here. We want to thank Gab and Granny for the shout out. That's Lucky to Be a Lady. Thank you very much.
And could you repeat her name on YouTube again? So people
I think it's Gabbing Granny. I think that's what it is. Gabbing Granny.
Like gabbing, like it's to gab, to talk.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Lucky to Be a Lady. That's Donna. So you can check out her podcast. She's doing amazingly well, and she makes me giggle with all her owl bags. And we want to thank everybody who's commented on PHN or on YouTube. We had mostly on YouTube this time around. We had Pat, Sikwa 75, Brittany, Christina, and Heather. Thank you very, very much for your comments, and we appreciate them. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. These were the people who were there when I started getting ready for the podcast. So now we're going to wish you all the best. Stay safe, self-quarantine. If you know.
Yes, please don't go on spring break or...
Right. Ugh.
Okay, when they say, don't go out, please take that serious. CDC, World Health Organization, they know what they're talking about.
But they know this.
Yes.
They know this. But stay away. Keep your social distancing and all that. It's kind of hard, but...
Try to, even if you yourself are not in the more endangered population, please help protect those that are, and just try to self-quarantine.
Well, I saw something, I don't know if it was Instagram or where it was, and they said, I'm misquoting terribly, but it's something to the effect of, I'll use self-quarantine as the word 'cause I can't remember. Please self-quarantine. Self-isolate so we don't... No, it was something about, please do this so we don't have to. I forget what it was. It was the doctors and nurses. They were saying, please do whatever it is that you do so we don't have to see you, in other words, so to help them.
Yeah, basically.
I can't remember what it was exactly.
The idea is that, please stay at home.
Yes.
So it can make the job of the healthcare professionals easier to take care of those who are already sick.
Right. So
and not to increase their workload.
And we're not meaning to be on a soapbox. It's just we want you guys to be healthy and stay healthy, and
I've been very invested in this. I've been reading journal articles, real journals, not like news sources, because they're making this problem
Please
worse.
do sanitize your phones if you had other people using them before this thing broke out.
Please also don't use your local, random, unverified, even if it's something like, I don't know, well-known, like The Times or something like that. Don't use that. You go directly to the horse's mouth. Go to CDC. Go to World Health Organization. Those are the people that know what they're talking about. So listen to them. Do not listen to your local news source. A lot of them are creating a panic, and they are the problem.
And that's our opinion. But
that is my very strong opinion.
It is our opinion
as a medical professional.
Yeah. So whatever you feel about whatever, it's always best to get the news from the horse's mouth if you can, and
ask your doctor's office. Don't ask some random news source who honestly profits off of your clicks. And even if they aren't doing it purposefully,
my daughter is jaded more than I am, so it's just
10 plus years of healthcare.
How many years have I lived?
Yeah, healthcare jades you.
Yeah, I think that you can try a little harder.
But
anyway.
No, seriously, even if they aren't profiting off of it, there's also misconceptions and misunderstandings.
Yes.
Please go to the horse's mouth. Please look at CDC. Please look at World Health Organization. World Health Organization has a beautiful site set up to explain how you can best protect yourself and others. Please go to them.
Okay, so now we're going to move into, want to wish you all the best of everything. We hope to see you here for the Fun in the Women Cave next week. And before I go on that, after that little bit of a mini lecture there, I want to tell you something that was cute. Somebody posted on Facebook about a little girl. She was standing in the picture next to a cart, about 3/4 filled with those 4 packs of toilet paper. And the story is that, I guess she and her mom or her dad, I don't know who, because the adult wasn't in the picture, obviously taking the picture. And so they had gone into one of the stores, and it had a bunch of toilet paper, and she wanted to buy all of them. And the parents said, we can't buy all of them, we have to leave them for people who might need them. She said, well, why don't we buy them and we can give them to people who need them? And that's what they did. They bought the toilet paper. I don't know if they bought all of them, but they bought a good portion of the toilet paper, and they asked people, do you need toilet paper? And if they did, they got a 4-pack of toilet paper. And I just wanted to leave you with that, because it can be a little depressing when you see things on Facebook with people, or on Instagram where people are fighting over toilet paper, or whatever it is they're doing, and doom and gloom. There is good. There are good people. There are people who are trying to do something really good for other people, and it might take a child to show us that. So,
yeah, and please keep in your thoughts, prayers, etc., people who have to work to make it so
yes,
the rest of us can self-protect. Healthcare workers who are at the front line, people like your housekeeping staff, your people who work in grocery stores, postal workers, people who don't have that option of stopping work necessarily.
Yeah.
So we salute you.
Yes, we're very grateful for all that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do. Okay, so now that nicer note, we're going to move into house stuff and health stuff and let you go.
Yes.
Okay.
So, my stuff is long. Anything for you?
Well, it said all the stuff about the...
related to the virus, because my fault. My dad's home for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Let's start out with that. As you all know, things are closing left and right. They are shutting down. They're, some of the stores are doing things like Michael's and a couple other places are doing things where you can order and they'll run out to your car and put it in the back of your car for you. Things like that.
I saw really quickly, where a lot of restaurants for drive-thrus, because a lot of times trucks can't fit through there. They're saying if the truck driver gets out of his truck and comes to the door, they'll give the truck driver...
Through the window?
Yeah, through the window.
Yeah, through the window. And, we do have restaurants that, they're like, what's it called? Restaurant Hub or something like that. I forget what it's called, where they deliver.
Well, there's several things like that.
There's stuff like that. But where my husband works, they've gone on alternate weeks, so half the people work and then half the people don't. And if you have a chronically ill person at home, you have someone with asthma, pneumonia, you have someone over 60 at home, you stay home. So my husband went to work Monday, he came home not even half day, Tuesday, and he's been home ever since, and he's home for the duration until they figure out, when they say, okay, you can go back to work. So, we're blessed that he's still working. I feel really sorry for not sorry, that's not the right word.
Sad.
I feel sad for the people who don't have a job or their leave will run out or whatever. We pray for those who are facing job loss or, eviction or not being able to get their groceries or whatever like that.
Yeah, because for a lot of people, this can be a crisis.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
So I'm gonna try to keep my eyes open for opportunities to be helpful in that way. I know I can't go out to a shelter or something like that and help because I have one of those populations, but I can do other things, and I just have to figure out what those things are. And that's why Anne was such an inspiration to me this morning. And if somebody sees Anne Brody, maybe I'll tell her myself that we tagged her, and she's probably going to hit me in the head, but that's okay.
Well, maybe she won't hit you in the head if it gets more sewist. I think that's a new term.
I think it is. If you sew, maybe you want to check and see what people need at the hospitals or people who are have immune deficiencies or something. If not, for the fact that you probably can't make something unless they have guidelines for what you need to do to make them.
They might have guidelines. I can't remember. There's an article that Anna posted.
Yeah, you can...
I didn't look at it really closely because I don't sew.
You might find something that you can do in that vein. There's always something. So that's part of what's going on here. We're pretty much on lockdown. As I said, they've closed our churches. They've closed, anything non-essential. Our
my doctor, my specialist who I was supposed to see on Friday, rescheduled me to mid-April.
Right. Our hairstylist did the same. We were blessed to get Taya's car sold before this all got going. We did get to see her surgeon before this happened.
Yeah.
But I went in to have some blood work, and everything's fine. They just wanted to have another blood test, but I'm waiting to see for another test they want to do for a rheumatologist. I'm waiting till this dies down. It's just everything has kind of slow to a crawl to a halt almost. Bible studies are not going on. Our Town of Front Royal tourist center is closed.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've never seen anything like this. It's a little discouraging, but we know that God has this. It's just a matter of us being kind to each other, helping each other. We all need stuff. And I guess we just have to realize that we don't have to have an overabundance. We have to have what we need and then share with the people who don't have. And that can be hard because it's scary to say, well, if I give this, I might not have it when I need it. But I think we have to believe that if we give to someone, that if we come up in need, somebody's going to give to us. And it's just, I think that's the way they got through the Depression. And, other things that happen, war times and things like that. Obviously I'm speaking from what I've read, not what I've experienced. But
And we're waxing philosophic again about this.
yes, we are. I'm sorry, guys.
So I'm going to yank her to a halt on that and go into something more depressing, which is health news.
So if you guys want to leave, feel free. Because apparently we can't be quiet.
So, Monday and Tuesday weren't too bad, I don't think. But starting Wednesday, Thursday, I was out. Extreme light sensitivity, headaches, to the point that I'm wondering if, based on some research and articles I've been reading, there is a correlation between mast cell and migraines, and I wonder if I'm starting to develop that.
And I wonder if it's just the extreme weather. That's not...
Well, if it's not also... That's a known trigger for my mast cell as well. And it's also a known trigger for migraines.
Yes, it is.
So, that's not a weird...
I'm not saying it's weird. I'm just saying let's not borrow trouble.
No, but based on literature and at least a couple of the articles I at least read abstracts for. So, there is a possible correlation related to, I believe it's the histamine release of the mast cells. Can't truly remember right now because I'm starting to get tired. But anyway.
Which is probably a blessing for them.
Yeah, probably. Just because I'm fascinated, it doesn't mean that you're fascinated with it. Whatever. So, that was Wednesday, Thursday. Friday I could see at least because, I could not have to sit in a dark room with migraine glasses. But that was nausea day, so. And vertigo toward the end.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting a reminder of why I can't be working and driving.
Yep.
So, sometimes that's not a bad thing when you're starting to feel like a lazy bum.
So we are not asking for sympathy.
We just want to keep life.
We just want to keep. We don't want you to feel sorry for us or anything like that. We just want your continued prayers or good thoughts if you feel like you want to give them.
Hey, lots of opportunities for designing. I mean, I can't argue with that.
We do want to say that there is always an upside to everything.
Yeah.
Being stuck here, I'm hoping to get a lot more yarn dyed up. I'm hoping that I can work on projects once my medicine comes in because I've been without it for a while for my hands. Happy colors should be coming out real soon, and we got my husband's home, so that's fun, and there's just a lot of good things going on, and we are really blessed to have you with us in virtuality. You guys, some of you are virtual friends. That my yarn might have come in. Some of you guys are virtual friends, but that doesn't make you any more virtual, any less friends. Is that what I'm trying to say?
I think so.
Any less
you're
friends
asking the wrong person.
than the people like I call. I have a couple people I talk to real time, real life, but that doesn't mean that you guys aren't any more dear to us than them. We are absolutely ecstatic that we have you as support, that you guys are just the people you are.
Yes.
So, without starting to get all blathery and
we've gone way past that. We are like
maudlin?
Eons past blathering. We have entered the realm of blather.
We're hungry.
We're deep within Blatherland.
So we will because we're hungry now. We're gonna. You guys are gonna get blessed relief.
We can call this Blatherland if we want to too.
Yes, the only place where you're not self quarantined. Blatherland.
Yes. Let's see. It's like Journeys into Blatherland, Wanderings of Blatherland.
Our sense of humor is very strange in this family. Anyway, so we want to wish you all a very, very blessed week, full of knitting, crocheting, loom knitting, crafting, whatever it is that makes you very, very happy. Please stay safe, and we hope to see you here again for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 394, and that's a wrap.
Bye.